Hello everyone, Dopamine here, and we find each other in practice tool because there's some stuff I want to discuss about Rengar, some tips. Alright, so the first one is stack management and how DPS works around your W and such. So your W, as you know, it heals you half the damage you took during the last 1.5 seconds. Now, we want to hold this W in duels for as long as we have to in order to heal the maximum amount of damage, right? Now, at the same time, our Q gives us attack speed, right? So if I'm sitting here, autoing people, without a Q, I'm not gonna be autoing as fast, right? And if I empower Q, I'm gonna be autoing faster. You know this already. Now, the difficulty from playing Rengar stems from finding the right balance between throwing W early enough to heal or late enough to heal and getting the attack speed as soon as possible. This is why people do this, and they throw their empowered Q ASAP to get the damage off ASAP and have the attack speed ASAP. Now, if we throw our Q too early, that means we throw our W too early, and that means we don't heal as much. And in duels, that can matter, especially early game. Now, how do we make up for this? Well, if we have 4 stacks already, we can Q before jumping and have the attack speed and still keep W. And see, I can auto with the attack speed and WW when I want. And this is why the triple Q is so strong. It's not because of the added damage or the fact that you get a third Q, it's because you get the empowered Q straight away on your first auto, and then you get the attack speed and maximum duel potential, and then you choose when to W, and then you choose whether to empowered Q and empowered W. So the first tip is this: finding the right balance, and the fact that you have 4 abilities as Rengar. You don't only have 3, you actually have 6, I would say, but the fourth one, you can choose between 3 of them, right? Because those empowered abilities, they're abilities of their own. In one rotation, you'll be able to throw one of those. So Rengar can do everything, honestly, but not at once. You have to make choices. Now, the second thing people really don't care about as much is they're gonna tunnel vision. They're gonna be like, I'm gonna gank top, alright? I'm here, I'm gonna gank top. And they just walk. Don't just walk. Do this. Get 4 stacks. Then ult. You have 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and then after you press Q, you have 3 extra seconds. Build your stacks. Hold your stacks. It's very important. It adds a lot of potential to your champion. Next tip, another thing I want to talk about is rotations. This is quite advanced, I would say, but Rengar is a ability rotation based champion, right? So if you want to kill someone, you have to use your abilities. You don't just auto people to death like you're Vayne or something. You need your rotations. So you have rotations, the enemy has rotations, everyone has rotations. And some champions are more auto attack based, some champions are more rotation based like you, and it's up to you to find the perfect trade pattern with them. Your WW, if you WW out, it negates a whole rotation from the enemy if you manage to disengage, right? But the danger is if they have DPS, then they can chase you down and poke you up because you have nothing else after your WW. Now, if you have a rotation coming up, if you need a rotation to kill someone, it's pointless to jump before the rotation is up, unless we don't jump afterwards. We don't get a chance. Like, if the guy is getting through here and we only jump on him now, yeah, we're gonna jump. But we jump knowing that we need the rotation to kill him. When you're trading with the enemy jungler, usually the way it goes is you both have your own set of rotations. Often you're gonna get multiple rotation in a fight early, and you need to play around those. You need to use your W around his rotation, to use your damage, maybe your full combo, your one-shot combo, knowing that if you screw up and don't kill him, you're gonna eat a whole rotation to your face and not be able to heal it. This is why maybe you should keep your W for his rotation. Then you assess, is he a DPS based champion? Is he a burst based champion? If it's a DPS based champion, then we're gonna empower Q to out DPS him. If he's a burst type champion, we can WW and fully heal his burst. Rengar is a lot about limit testing, but you need to have this concept of rotation in mind in order to step up by yourself or with help. A concrete example I have of this, sometimes there will be situations where you need to auto 3 times, or where auto Q kills, and you will have your Q on a like 2-second cooldown. So you'll be here chasing this guy, right? And he's gonna be walking like this, and at the same time you're gonna have to kill him. So you could do this, or you could just walk along and at the last second auto Q. The second one is more efficient and often will lend you more kills. But just doing this means understanding what a rotation is. Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, you have people that don't throw in enough autos. Once you blow your rotation, you're stuck autoing, doing nothing else. But in your rotation, you can throw in extra autos, right? You can do auto Q, you can get 4 stacks first, and then do as many auto resets with Q as you can, right? You can do this. And then you throw in extra autos. And those autos, they only delay you by so much, right? They only delay you by, like, what, 0.1, 0.2 seconds? The danger is for them to flash out. But if we know they won't necessarily flash out, or if you have Stridebreaker and we can catch up to them to deal the remaining damage, there's no point in going one-shot combo if one-shot combo doesn't one-shot. Like, if you do this, but he's still like 1k HP, it's pointless. You wasted 1k HP damage, because then even if he flashes, you still have to walk after him and auto him to shave the last 1k HP off, or whatever it is that they have. But if you go for a longer combo, you kill him. Even if he flashes, you catch up, you kill him easier. You have an easier time. Now, the counterpoint to this is, let's say sometimes they have like a Mauser or something annoying, right? And I want to get to 4 stacks ASAP. Then I'll do this, and then I'll walk back, see what happens. I'll have a plan in mind. But usually, you're not just trying to access your empowered ability ASAP. You're just trying to deal damage, man. So just deal as much damage as you can. A common mistake I see people do is the only combo they know is this. Nah, bro. You need to use other combos. You need to use those auto resets. You need to build your 4 stacks. You need to be more efficient. Another tip on Rengar, you are very reliant on having options, keeping your options open. Your W, for instance, is very much a mind game. Imagine you're laning against, I don't know, someone with a CC, maybe a Malzahar, maybe a Renekton, whatever. You're laning against someone with a CC, or you're fighting someone with a CC. And let's say you have 4 stacks, right? You start fighting him and you have 4 stacks. Then you have to understand that for as long as you have 4 stacks, he cannot use his CC, because you will cleanse it. So by having 4 stacks, you actually keep him from using his CC. And that's what we want. We don't want him to CC us. But the moment you decide to empowered Q, then you get CC'd. And you have no way of cleansing that. Because your 4 stacks is very much a mind game between you and your opponent. Now, we can use this in very creative ways. Let's say we have 4 stacks, and we know we kill him eventually, right? And he has to make a choice. Either he panics and CCs, and then we W and keep killing him. Or he just doesn't and runs away or tries to fight us. But if he tries to fight us, right? If we are strong enough, we just wear him down, and at the last second, auto QQ, and he's out. Another small tip is people usually flash away, right? Let's say this is the dummy we're gonna jump on, and this dummy is where he's gonna flash. People usually flash away, but people usually flash away after their health has reached a certain critical threshold, right? So sometimes what will happen is that you will hit him, and instead of throwing your combo straight away, you know he has flash and you know he wants to fire you back, but he doesn't know your damage as well as you do. So you just hit him, and at the last second, full burst when he's in kill range and he doesn't have time to react. Whereas if you throw your whole burst, like straight away, you throw your whole burst, and then he sees that he's 200 HP, he's gonna flash out. But if you deal the extra damage first, and then you deal your burst, he doesn't get a chance to flash out. Unless he flashes out before you even burst him. But then you have a burst that you keep, and that you can use on someone else maybe, I don't know.